Back now at 8:37 with comedian Julia Sweeney, who's perhaps best known for a certain person she played on Saturday Night Live.
Yes, Pat, that's it. It's all coming back to me. I'm Pat Riley.
Pat was just one of Sweeney's characters during her 4 seasons on SNL. She's gone on to win praise for her books and stage shows and her TED Talk explaining the facts of life to her adopted daughter. That became a very popular video online, and Julia retells that story and a whole lot more in her new book. If it's not one thing, it's your mother. Julia, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks.
I can't believe I messed up your name because I'm the hugest fan of you and Pat. As I just told you, I love her or him,
her,
it, whatever. So you wrote this book when you had something very rare, a month of solitude.
Yes, it was really exciting. And I realized my daughter went to camp for a month. My husband was out of town on business for a month. And I had spent so much time assembling this family. You know, I adopted my daughter on my own as a single mother, and then I married later, and we all kind of pasted ourselves together. And I found myself just wishing they would disappear. I realized I had spent so much time assembling them, and then I just wanted to be away from them.
It's the human condition.
Yes, exactly.
Where did you get the title of the book? You know you have a fan in Matt Lauer. If it's not one thing, it's your mother.
My mother actually gave me a pillow with that phrase on it right after I left Saturday Night Live, and I immediately hated it, and she thought it was funny. I put it in a closet when I adopted my daughter Mulan. I immediately thought it was funny. And so I put it on her bed, and then when my daughter was about 6 or 7, she came to me and said, "This is not funny. This is not funny." So I kind of used that to tee up the characters in the book.
You write a lot about your unconventional path to motherhood, and you said that you created this family, quote, like a golden retriever running after a ball. How much does the dog think about what he's doing?
Yes.
So when did you decide, you know what, I want to become a mother right now?
Well, I don't know if it's just my own personality, but I had cancer many years ago, and I can't have biological children myself, and I didn't really want to have a kid that much until then. But once I couldn't have a kid, I had to have a kid. So that's when it really started, this big desire to be a parent.
And you adopted Mulan from a Chinese orphanage. And let's just clear this up as you do in the book. You didn't name her Mulan.
I did not name her Mulan. My whole life is about saying that was her name at the orphanage. I would not name my daughter after a Disney character.
So what happened? You tried to rename her Tara.
Yes. So I named. So her name is Mulan. So I'm like, what should I do? And it's a beautiful name because it means strong and beautiful. She is strong and beautiful, but it's Mulan. And I live in LA and I'm show business. So I named her Tara Mulan. And so she was Tara for a couple of years. And then we were at a park one day and the guy asked her name and she would never respond. And I'd be going like, Tara? And she looked up and said, Mulan. And then she looked at me like, you can call me Tara, but I answer to Mulan. So... And so she's Mulan.
And are we sure the orphanage did not name her after the Hollywood movie?
I don't know. They said they didn't. People said it's an ancient Chinese name, and I was like, really? Because the movie just came out 6 months ago.
One of the things you write about in the book is your travails in dating. Because now you have Mulan, but you're still trying to find a man, and I like how you...
trying to find a man.
You're trying to...
I'm trying to find a man.
You refer to the guys as Joe 1 through 12 or 13 to protect the innocent.
Well, it's just like, I mean, in some ways it's to honor my husband because, like, I feel like once I met him, all those guys were just numbers.
Yeah. And as I understand, it's a great story, and you got to read the book to hear how you met him. But to cut it short, you kind of fell in love with your future mother-in-law first.
Well, I did. I got a fan letter from my husband's brother proposing to me on behalf of his brother, who had no idea that this was happening. He just thought I was the perfect girl for his brother. And then I didn't respond to the letter, but over the course of a year, I met a few people who knew them, and then I did a show, and after the show, the brother was there, and then he introduced me to the mother, and she was really funny. And then, so I went home and found the original email, wrote to this guy, Michael. We started corresponding, and then as fate would have it, we ended up getting married. So that's how we met.
Not a bad strategy. So if you love the mother-in-law, you're gonna it bodes well, right?
Right, yeah.
Julia Sweeney, it's always great to see you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks. You're so sweet.
And if you want to read an excerpt from If It's Not One Thing, It's Your Mother, head to our website, today.com.